Shalom. This relates to praise Yahweh Shabbat Kakadash. Israel blessed Gaza after U.S. vetoes a UN truce demand, which relates to the humanitarian ceasefire. And so Israel continues to bombard. U.S. veto relating to a humanitarian truce or ceasefire. Truce ceasefire. Complicit. Can you turn it up?
Complicit.
Involved in with others in illegal activity or wrongdoing. So ones who involve complicit or relating to wrongdoing, whether directly or indirectly. The meaning of complicit: helping to commit a crime or to do wrong in some way. To do wrong in some way, whether directly or indirectly, discriminately or indiscriminately. But the point is, for example, of that, war crimes relating to, for example, these going back to the Nuremberg trials relating to 1945. That was World War II crimes tribunal, military tribunal relating to different countries involved, relating to war crimes and crimes against humanity, various countries that were complicit. So they were involved in the wrongdoing, in continuation, even today, the very day, various countries, European countries, United States, Israel, these various countries, So an example of that would be war crimes, Go to oh yeah. 11:21. Go hand, join in hand, the wicked shall not be unpunished, but the seed of the righteous shall be delivered. So join hand in hand. The wicked are not going to be unpunished. So join hand in hand with the wicked. They're not going to go unpunished. They're going to be punished, For example, that's Proverbs 11:21. Micah 2:10. Some quick scriptures. Just came across that. 2:10. Arise ye, depart, for this is not a place of your rest. It shall destroy you even with a sore destruction. Because if you don't separate from this place, you're going to partake in this sore destruction by Yahweh Shemir Shad, and that's what's going to happen, because the Lord has a judgment for this place, for the level of wickedness, So Micah 2:10. Arise ye, depart, for this is not your rest. This place is not our rest, Especially for specific category groups of people, It never was. This is a place to reflect, why you're in the condition you are in, If you really realize that, majority of 2/3 are not gonna realize that, because the scripture says they're let me get it. Second Corinthians 4. Here we go. Because the majority of people are not going to realize reflecting goes to evaluating, examining, reassessing why about certain things, man. You know what I mean? But they have to have the discernment and wisdom and understanding to know that they're in a certain condition. So a majority of them are not going to realize that, man. Let me see. I'm going to go to 2 Corinthians 4 and 5. But if our gospel is hid, it is hid to them that are lost, and that's majority of the people, man. Our people especially. You know, the 2/3 going to be cut off, and Zechariah 13 and 9. 2/3 part will be cut off, man, and the 1/3 be left therein. You know what I mean? Let's go back to that scripture. But if our gospel is hid, it is hid to them that are lost. They are lost, man. You know what I mean? They're in spiritual darkness, gross darkness, majority of the people, in whom the God of this world have blinded the minds of them which believe not. And that's the majority of the people. So the God of this world, using different forms of deception, different tactics of deception, such as religion and different things, to pretty much deceive the majority of the people of this world, man. You know what I mean? Even deceive them to a point that they believe that he's God, man. And whom God of this world have blinded the minds of them which believe not. Lest, not less, the light of the glorious gospel of Mashiach, who his image of God shall shine into them, which is the truth and knowledge, the spiritual light upon a very dark and gross collective, man, which is the people, man. Now going back to a scripture, though hand join in hand, the wicked shall not be unpunished. So ones who are joined hand in hand with the wicked, which are 2/3 are our people, the majority of the populace, they're going to be unpunished, man. You know what I mean? Because the word complicit, you know what I mean, goes pretty much involved in some way in wrongdoing, man. You know what I mean? 2/3, for example, of that, they involved relating to complicit with the acceptance of the manners and the ways of this society, man. You know what I mean? So they're not, and they're caught in the traditions and the ways of this world. So they're gonna be punished with the ways of the world, because Micah 2 and 10, they didn't separate, you know what I mean, from what? That sword of destruction, man. You know. But relating to Israel continuing, and U.S. vetoing that truce ceasefire or humanitarian ceasefire. So the U.S. is just as well as complicit, whether directly and indirectly, relating to being complicit with them, man. So pretty much they're joined hand in hand, man, in a matter of speaking, man. Whether they, even though they might not be actually bombing them, like bombing the individuals, the people, but they're complicit with according to agreements and alliance or pact with them. You know what I mean? And we know there's a connection between different things. But like I said, relating to that particular scripture, they're not going to go unpunished relating to the wicked, man. Revelation 6 and 4. Revelation 6 and 4. It's through the Spirit. Go. Revelation 6 and 4 would be and there went out another horse that was red, and the power was given to him that sat thereon to take peace from the earth. So power is given to him, man, because that sword is part of that power, man. And using that sword to what? Use it to take peace from the earth, man. You know what I mean? The earth has been given to the hands of the wicked. Job 9 and 24, milk scripture. You know what I mean? Because they're in a position of power, man. Part of that sword they use is that military might, man. They're military to go into these countries, you know, to go into these countries, subjugate, even oppress the people in those countries, and pretty much nicely aggressively acquire the resources there, man. You know what I mean? Such as various countries, Africa, the South American countries, and various other countries. They know they have resources, man. Guyana and Venezuela, man, fighting over what territorial disputes relating to land. 11,000 barrels relating to 11 million barrels relating to that area. Rich in resources, man. They want what's on that land, man. You know, so it's all about the resources. You know, if they don't want it, then some other countries will try to take it, man. It's all about a power grab, man. Let's read that again. 6 and 4. And there went out another horse red. Power was given to him that sat thereon to take peace from the earth, that they should kill one another. They're going to delete one another by using that sword. And there was given into him a great sword, and by that sword he's going to take peace from the earth. He's going to delete. And you're seeing that all over the world. You've been seeing that for centuries. War is part of that sword, and they use that sword of war to take peace from the earth, and part of deletion, man. Isaiah 54 and 16, man. I'll get it from GNT. I created a blacksmith who builds a fire, forges weapons, forges putting together, man. That's that instrument, man. Really, the instrument of cruelty and punishment, man. That's the weaponry, that's the missiles, that's the armament, man. That's the weapons they're going to use for that. And I created a soldier who uses the weapons to kill. And that's what's been happening. Soldiers are forged, they're made, put a weapon to them, you serve, you go over there, and you do what's expected, man. So soldiers are created, these weapons were created for what? For war. War is that sword, man. You know what I mean? For example, look what's going over Israel. You know, people dying on both sides. You know, people have nothing to do really with the agenda of the populace on both sides. But people, unfortunately, innocent people, you know, get deleted. You know what I mean? For a whole lot of, you know, nonsense. You know, over the agenda, a whole lot of nonsense, man. 6 and 4, so that's part of that. Go to Proverbs 24. I'm gonna get GNT. I want to get it from, let me see if I can get it from another one. Here we go. For their hearts, which is their minds, plot violence. That violence goes to destruction. And their lips talk about making trouble, which is deceit, mischief, man. Deceit. 8. Whosoever plots goes to devise. Evil will be known as a schemer, and that goes to a troublemaker. A mischievous person, man. Mischievous person, which goes to a person that wants to relate to the intent to do harm or worse, man. Whoever plots evil will be known as a schemer, man. That's the wicked, man. That's the ones in position of power. You know? For their hearts plot violence, man. And their lips talk of their parts plot violence. That goes to their mind. Proverbs 6. Proverbs 6. We'll get a regular one. 6 in GNT. We'll get an NIV. Shalom. NIV. Here we go. A troublemaker and a villain who goeth about with the corrupt mouth, who winks maliciously with his eyes. So the mannerism, body language relating to the wicked, man. Signals with his feet, pretty much like code, a signal, and motions with his fingers. And this goes to hypothetical, like the body language, the tone, the body language relating to expression, relating to the wicked, man. Using directly, indirect, code of body language, for example, to indirectly, directly, pretty much speak their message without, in some ways, without speaking. If you can understand that. Who plots evil with deceit in his heart, and that's his mind. So he has an agenda, man. He has a purpose or a plan, man. He always stirs up conflict. Therefore, disaster will overtake him in an instant, and he will suddenly be destroyed without remedy. That's what's going to happen to the wicked. You know what I mean? It's going to come like a thief in the night. When they say peace and safety, then sudden destruction. That goes to unexpected. And that unexpected, man, related to the wicked, man. They're going to be overtaken unexpectedly and suddenly, man. And I want to get it from six and get a regular KJV. Sometimes it has some weird wording in these translations. Let's see. A naughty person, a wicked man, walking with a froward mouth contrary. He winketh with his eye, he speaketh with his feet, and he teacheth with his fingers. Frowardness is in his heart. It's his mind. He deviseth mischief, which goes to plotting and scheming. Continually he soweth discord, man. Therefore shall his calamity come suddenly, which is suddenly and unexpected, and quickly, but very instant, man, or at an instant. Suddenly shall he be broken without remedy. So he's going to be broken, man. Number 4. It was actually 4th chapter, but 6th chapter also was good. Shalak on that. All right, 4 and 16. For they sleep not, except they have done mischief, and their sleep is taken away unless they cause some to fall. So that mischief goes to do harm, man. They don't rest, they don't sleep until they cause harm or mischief and harm to people, man. And cause some to fall, or even worse, man, deletion, man. They don't rest. For they eat the bread of wickedness and drink the wine of violence. But the path of the just is as a shining light that shineth more and more into the perfect day. And the way of the wicked is darkness, and they know not at what they stumble. So they're in darkness, man. So the point is, man, 16 and 17, man. You know, they eat the bread of wickedness and drink the wine of violence. Pretty much it's like a delicacy, man. You know what I mean? It's like a delicacy, a food. But for they sleep not, they rest not, man. You know what I mean? So the wicked is constantly on an unrestful grind, man, to cause wickedness, to cause disaster, destruction upon the populace, man, because they're the wicked, man. Job 9 and 24, the earth has been given to the hands of the wicked. You know what I mean? So the Lord, you know, has created the wicked, the deceiver and deceiver of his. So the Lord controls both sides, man. So that was relating to that, you know what I mean? So we have a continuous of the bombardment relating to Israel, continuation, and really U.S. supporting that, because that's what it goes down to. U.S. supports that, you know, whether through, you know, whether directly, indirectly, they support that, you know what I mean? So that's why, you know, they're with Israel. I mean, they have a strong pact and alliance with Israel for the most part. Do they always agree on everything? Probably not, but for the most part, they have a strong, you know, Israel's, U.S. and Israel are very strong relating to support each other. So this was a few relating to scriptures on that, because we in a time of continuous prophecy, you know what I mean? Continuous of prophecies being fulfilled, continuously being fulfilled. Ezekiel 38. Ezekiel 38 precursors of that, you know what I mean? You see in the participants of these nations relating to 38, they're going to participate ultimately in Ezekiel 38 to a full extent, full throttle. So, and that relates to certain nations that are going to be guarded and are going to ban and guard to a specific, Russia, for example, and other one respectfully going to guard and ban to another specific, which would be Israel, U.S., you know what I mean? So that would be it, you know what I mean? So hope this helps, you know what I mean? I want to continue. This is Zayah Wolf. Give all praise, Yahweh Shem Yeshua Bashem Makakadash, honor to the elders, possible men, and truth on down, in truth and knowledge, and like-minded ones who teach this truth and knowledge, and Thawadi Yahweh Shem Yeshua, putting the spirit, elders, apostles, men, and truth on down, regarding his truth and knowledge, so we can know his truth and knowledge, and like-minded ones who are teaching the same dogma, which goes to set of beliefs or doctrines that's being preached. And Thawadi and call Yahweh Shem Yeshua Bashem Makakadash. I hope this helps in some way, whoever listens. Desire will hold out. Shalom.